On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. They'll get this to about the 38. And the Rams at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield on play action. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4. And the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And here comes Dortch on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. First carry for James Conner. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Akers. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their second drive here, the ballgame charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
In motion left, Robinson. Following the interception, Mayfield steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell,
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Murray turns the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now, Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Troy Hill picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here in this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Murray off play action. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Troy Hill picks it. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
The score, Rams 24, Cardinals nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now on 2nd and 16, Murray. And he lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
He'll try and run forward with Connor, and he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Rams 24, Cardinals 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Point it right. Hurry.
In motion left, Robinson. Mayfield to throw it this time. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Regular. King. Hurry.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Run.
Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He's going to look deep for more. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
King.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry! Hey, alert 33. Alert!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half score.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Murray trying again after the pick six. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
A final shot before half from Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Murray now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Murray going to throw. To Connor on the check down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 25 on second down, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cards are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And now here is another interception.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going right back to Akers. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a give. Akers running left. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the give, this is Akers. He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Akers.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a doer. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Gay is on for the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Here's Akers. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now receiver in motion left. Akers trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll look to run with Akers. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now from Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Andy Lee now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Williams. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That's out to the flat for Akers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. In motion right is Robinson. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Going up top for Kupp. And he's got it inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray now on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football back at their own 17. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Swim. Hey, Ace, Ace.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball.